I am 100% going to get a copyright infringement for that. Hello everyone, I'm back again with another Forza Horizon 4 demo video. Yes, it's more of the demo, but it's different content. I think. I actually cannot remember, but I believe I didn't record much Rally before. But here's more Rally instead, because Rally is just fucking fantastic in this game. And once again, I've picked the Subaru Impreza. Yes, this is the second time I've played through this demo. I played through it another time after this one, actually. So, yeah, I really like the demo for this game. And afterwards, I went for it for a fourth time, and I went, well, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to Horizon 3 while I'm waiting. And yeah, I thought at first there wasn't that much of a visual difference between Horizon 3 and Horizon 4, but there's actually quite a massive difference. Like, the cars have less of a glossy look than they do in 3, and the cars do look more consistent, with, like, you know, in detail and all that, which is nice. And texture detail is slightly better, about the same, but shadows are higher quality, so really, and pop-ins a lot less worse as well, as you can clearly tell from this video here. Like, yeah, it's not that as bad. So I apologize in advance if this is my second run through of this. I believe I did do this rally once before. But you know what, that's okay. I cranked up the AI difficulty to highly skilled, and this is highly skilled, people. It's definitely something. I gotta say though, the music selection in this game is much better than previous Horizon games. Then again, I'm only judging that based off 2 songs I've listened to, but I guess it's better than nothing, because in Horizon 3 there was a Black Rep and Motorcycle Club song, but in this there's Queens of the Stone Age and At the Drive-In, and I like both bands, so it's like, well, I mean, you know, even if it's just one song from both, it's, you know, every single time you hear it you go, ooh, it's my favourite song, so, you know, you can't help but just get a little bit giddy at that, so, yeah, this is another playthrough. So overall, I'm definitely, I've like solidified my opinion. I'm definitely getting this come launch. However, I'm not buying the Ultimate Edition, because I did buy the Ultimate Edition with Motorsport 7, and you know how disappointed I was with that. I made a very cynical and almost angry, ranty video about that. And back then I was thinking, you know what, this time, you know, a year later, it might get better, but mentally, it's not the same. So anyway, that's really all I've got to say. This race is a bit of a breeze, sadly. I'm thinking when I get the full game, I'm going to crank it up beyond highly skilled and go to expert, because I did that in Motorsport 6, and I was still winning races. So I might crank it up to there and see how I go there. If it's too difficult, I might turn it down to highly skilled and just stick with it for now or something. I don't know. But it's strange how I can, like, you know, I'm this good with the AI on highly skilled, but with Horizon, with Horizon, you see, I constantly get these two confused. With Motorsport 7, I was struggling with the AI above average, and I partially think that was because that game was, you know, day one, oh, VIP was a consumable, and there was an emphasis on getting prize crates to get Forza Edition cars and stuff like that, so I assume that's a leftover from that quote-unquote choice that people have been gradually given in that game. But Turn 10's made good on their work recently. They only released another update for it pretty recently. Now, I have my Xbox on, but I've just been playing some Splatoon 2 on my Switch, because I have very strong opinions. Think about that. I had strong opinions about Horizon Motorsport 7, did it again, and now I have some very strong opinions in Splatoon 2 Online. Splatoon 2 Online? Fuck me! It's nearly 1 in the morning, what do I expect? Yeah, it's Nintendo Switch Online. I really don't like what Nintendo's doing with that service, so I'm making the most of the free online until the free online's no longer free and it's locked behind a paywall, and I'm just going to be playing some online games that are definitely going to be locked behind the paywall, because I don't think Fortnite will be locked behind the paywall. It's free to play, and it, you know, it already says that, you know, you don't need to have an online subscription to play that game online, so I'm hoping that, you know, you don't need that. So God, that reward screen has so much potential. A lot of people don't like this, but like, I don't mind like the influence and the credit earn menu. It's the 2 leveling options you have here, like this right here. This is kind of strange. It's kind of almost like, oh look, we tried to be too radically different from the previous, previous 2 games. And as a result, well, kind of made it a bit shit. And for some reason, the text in the corner from what the, you know, NPCs are saying has disappeared because I had my headphones plugged in and it probably went, oh, you have headphones plugged in. Well, you don't need those. Well, yeah, I mean, I like having them there. I'm not hearing impaired, but I like having them there anyway. Just because, you know, there might be some weird... Well, there's a little known thing called accents, and people have them. And, well... Yeah, your car would totally last that suspension. Yeah, it totally would. Yeah. Well, oh, and I crashed into a hedge. So, here's the game at night. I don't think I got night footage of the game last time I played it, actually. So, whoops. And here's the good old British town. Going to be doing some fucking donuts at the back of the church, eh? Because, you know, fuck the establishment and edgy shit. I don't know. Alright, well, I hope they don't mind if I crash into their signpost. Whoops. It's almost as if you didn't need that to begin with, because there's a giant tree next to it, and, you know, in real life, if your car went through that, no. Wouldn't come out in one piece. So here we go, here's the second of 2 races. And it's again in the Impreza. It turns out you can do the demo in different orders and you have different starting cars in this following scene here. Don't ask me why I've chosen a female character, it's just there are no male characters with long hair and you can't customize characters. I mean, at least in the demo you can't. I don't know if that's the case in the full version, but oh my god, it's a black David Beckham. Anyway, yeah, so I've picked a female avatar with hair that's actually surprisingly close to how mine is in real life, except the back of mine isn't that short, like the very back of it's actually longer down, so... There you go, there's some needless trivia for you. That was a Lamborghini. Why am I being paired up against a noble? It's very noble of them. Okay, I'll stop with the puns. Trust me, I won't do a single other one for this video, okay? How did I get an XB Falcon GD here? No wait, that's not an XB, that's the one before that. I can't remember what it's called. I think it was the XA or something, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, it makes sense chronologically, but... God knows, you know, we had the Commodore go from the VY to the VE. Was it VY and VE? Or was it VX VE? Oh, fuck, I don't know. See, look, I always grew up to be a Ford fan in Australia, and Commodores were kind of secondary, and I'm just trying to remember which ones are which. But I know the last of the Australian built ones are the VF, which doesn't star in this game at all. Didn't star in Horizon 3 either. Which, overall, now I think about it, was probably my biggest disappointment in Horizon 3. It was based in Australia, and, you know, I got the vibe that they were celebrating a lot of Australian stuff with it. But, at the same time, it was like, well, oh god, it's the second time I've done that. But, you know, they missed out on a lot of, you know, quirky Australian cars. Like, they could have added, like, a Bowell Nagari and stuff like that. Like, that's not a very well-known car at all. They could have added an Ocker. I mean, look, if they have a Jeep Wrangler and they have BMW Isettas and those really stuff cars, an Ocker would be fine in that category, come on. But, I guess maybe they couldn't get the licenses for it. Oh well, you know, they did the best they could, and they got a damn fine game of it. And I'll tell you what, this is still looking to be damn good. I've said that so many times, but I stand by it. Maybe I'll be driven incredibly cynical, like many things do very easily to me these days when this game comes out and it's, you know, there's a lot of crap in there or something that just pisses me off more than it should. Like Article 13 with the EU. Fuck the EU, by the way. I said that last video, and I'm gonna say that again. Fuck the EU for the stupid shit that they've done. What is it with people these days being so insistent on going so backwards? It's like people beat off to a dystopic fantasy. See, I have to rewind there. Sorry about that. You know, I like having my gameplay without rewinding, but whoops, I had to do it here because I overjudged the curve here. Yeah, seriously, what is it with these people and just beating off to thinking, oh, we have a dystopian future, everyone likes the Hunger Games. You know, crap like that. It just shits me. It really does. I really shouldn't ramble anymore, but that's my opinion on that. But yeah, basically, the video's finished. So if I did the first race before, well, you get to see it again, but with, you know, a bit more of a mature perspective on this game. It's not very mature, but, you know, whatever. You know. I'm pretty sure the people who come to watch my videos at this point aren't there to have a mature or serious discussion about games. They're just there just because I make a lot of snarky remarks and shitty puns. So, yeah, that's basically the end of this video, folks. If you like this video, thanks for watching, and, yeah, see you later.